I talked about Caitlin Clark's performance and the Fever's performance against the Liberty, but something I've seen since is a lot of discussion about the physical play she's been on the receiving end of. In particular, the screen from Breanna Stewart that has been shared a lot, obviously. There's the right before the screen is set, you can see it right there. And then Caitlin is going boom, and she eats that screen pretty hard. But to me, that's just a basketball play. There's nothing wrong with that. I got no issues with that. Caitlin Clark doesn't need coddling when it comes to the WNBA. She needs to be allowed to play free, as I've said, and as I said in the last video. Give her the ball, spread the floor, let her cook so that she can utilize her boogie moves, her passing, her off the bounce shot, her ability to drive, all those things. Like, she needs to be able to play like who she is, what made her this phenomenon. She also doesn't need to be on the receiving end of bitterness. There's no reason for anybody in the league to be bitter towards Caitlin Clark, given the attention she's received, because it's only bringing more attention to the league. The league, players are going to be on charter flights now. All these things are going up. The revenue for the Liberty game was out of control. And the Liberty are already, an established team. So I don't want to give that all to Caitlin Clark, but obviously the building was packed as a result. Breanna Stewart actually spoke on that issue as well. Some of the Liberty players were interviewed about that. I think Jones as well was part of that.
You guys earned the Liberty over $2 million in ticket revenue today from this game, which is the most ever.
Wow.
WNBA history. Just talk what that means for the league. I mean, you guys are trying to obviously have charter flights now, and when the next CBA comes out, probably earn more money. Mm-hmm. How big is it that, I mean, you guys are a big part of that, but also Clark being here and in the league, how that helps everybody, that her effect, and for you guys specifically getting this huge number from ticket revenue today?
Yeah, that's incredible. I think that obviously the buzz and just the eyes that Caitlin has brought from Iowa now to the WNBA is going to be a collective win for all.
So that's the attitude you need to see. No bitterness. The ladies were not showing that at all. The women, Breanna Stewart, MVP, was not showing that at all. But what Caitlin Clark doesn't need is to be coddled. She has to earn it on her own merits. She has to play well enough to, get the respect of the other team. And physicality is a part of the game. There was nothing wrong with that screen that was set on her. There was nothing wrong with Dejanay Carrington D'ing her up and being physical with her. So there was nothing wrong with any of that. And so in regards to the idea that people need to, let her do her thing, well, yes, she needs to have the freedom to do her thing, but nobody needs to coddle Caitlin Clark, because she is more than capable of getting it done on her own. Some other WNBA stories: the Aces are under investigation. This was a strange thing, because Las Vegas's tourism board had launched a sponsorship deal for all the players on the team, $100,000. In fact, there was a video reveal of that, and more or less, they're going to be sponsoring every player on the team, $100,000, the champion Aces, and they realize that obviously the Aces aren't making, and the WNBA isn't making as much money as say the NBA is. So this can be a huge, huge boon for the Aces and their players. But the WNBA is investigating it in the sense of, is it circumventing the salary cap? Is this a way to get around the salary cap by the Aces being able to offer more money to players? Therefore, the Aces are a more viable destination, a more desirable destination. Of course, the Aces played a game yesterday. They win, and Becky Hammon and Asia Wilson were at the podium talking about this.
Go after the top two people. A's taking care of it. She got plenty of stuff going on. KP got plenty of stuff. In this situation, from what I understand, is they wanted the whole team. So they went and called individuals, agents. I don't know the detail. I have nothing to do with it. The Aces don't have anything to do with it. It's just odd. But that's basically what happened.
Asia, can you explain it just from a player's standpoint, how that, because we were sort of told that like they did come to your individual agents and do that. Can you maybe just explain how that whole process went down?
Yeah, I mean, our agents even kind of kept it to us because they really wanted us to hear from them. I think we get brought things from our agents all the time. So they wanted it to be a big moment because it's something that's never happened before. So I don't understand the investigation. I haven't really dived into it yet. I just looked at my phone and was like, oh, wow, just another day in the life of the Aces. We can't ever start just normal. It's always going to be something, and that's okay. But when we're talking about growing the game, when we're talking about taking that next step, it can't always be investigate. It has to kind of be like, okay, we're trying to move the needle. We're trying to make things better for franchises, for players, for teams. So it's still a question mark to me, but on the player side from it, I'm super grateful to be in a franchise in a city that constantly wants more out of us, that wants us to just don't worry about stuff, just go play and go win and have fun in that. So I'm blessed with or without the 100.
I hope they get the money. I do. I hope they get the money. I don't know the parameters within which the WNBA works exactly in this case, but the Aces have been investigated for stuff in the past. We'll see how it plays out. Ultimately, I think all of this is more good signs for the league, though. One, the attention and the drama never really hurts. Two, they are seen as an investment. And obviously the city of Las Vegas has more to offer maybe than some of the other cities, and that could be part of what is considered problematic. But the Aces, I'm seeing them all over the place. I saw the Kelsey Plum meme all over the place yesterday as a result of just the attention around the WNBA at this point in time. And with the Aces, they also had Kate Martin, who was getting a ton of love. She played big minutes for them in that game. And, obviously got a lot of attention as a result of her college career. Seems like she can do all the little things to help the team win. But overall, we'll see how it plays out. I hope everybody, obviously, in this situation gets paid. Finally, Angel Reese and the Sky. That was a great game last night between the Sky and the Wings. And the thing about Angel Reese is she can really rebound the basketball. I saw she graduated yesterday also. Congratulations to her on that. But her rebounding ability is just instinctual. And she was hitting the offensive glass hard. So I think Bayou Barbie, who is she Big Barbie in the WNBA? I don't know her exact nickname presentation. I've called it the Barbie Boom, the Caitlin Clark effect, and the Barbie Boom. But clearly her game is going to translate to the WNBA level, as she did get the cap and gown going on there. And the one thing I think, if she can add a little bit of a face-up / off the dribble game to her natural rebounding instincts, she's going to be even better. But the league obviously in a great place as we see all these women coming in, with Caitlin Clark being this superstar attraction. But I did the video already on the style of play. Check that out. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Leave your comments. I'll get back to them. But I just wanted to be very clear once again. Caitlin Clark needs to be able to play with freedom. She needs to not be met with bitterness, but she doesn't need to be coddled. She has to earn her keep just like everybody else.